Alright guys, and welcome in to week number 8 for the B-Main Bandits here at Slinger. I really don't know what Andrew Thornton was thinking tonight. You take one of the most difficult cars and put it on the smallest track possible for asphalt. Chaos ensues. Holy cow, guys, we got one on our hands tonight. It's going to be insane racing all the way around. Currently, we do have 8 cars in the session. Any more than 8, I don't know if any of these guys will survive. I'm betting on maybe half of them surviving tonight. But they'll get this out of the way before we head to Port Royal with the 360s. And man, talk about a culture change going from the Asphalt Sprints on here to going to one of the bigger tracks with the non-wing 360s. It is going to be a crazy, crazy night of racing. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. Hey, with the B-Main Bandits, you never know. 8 weeks now, guys. Next 2 weeks. This is the last week where we will have asphalt and dirt on the same night. Okay. As we jump into weeks 9 and 10, week 9 we will have our asphalt finale. Okay. So that's going to be Asphalt Sprints at Nashville Fairgrounds and Silver Crowns at Nashville Superspeedway.
Alright guys, welcome everybody in week number 8 for the B-Main Bandits Racing League.
One moment guys, we will mute a little bit the lovely voice of Andrew Thornton. A little late getting in here. Might be some kinks in the stream, guys. I do apologize. But week 10 will be our Dirt Series finale with midgets and non-wing 360s, both at Charlotte. Gonna be an amazing time. Gonna have a crazy points battle to finish off the next couple weeks. I used to think Andrew was the favorite on asphalt. Obviously, you know, Richie Jopp went up there. He's always good on asphalt. But the big surprise this year has been Jackson McLean. He's won a couple asphalt features, and he is currently the points leader. 768 to Jackson McLean to 749 to Andrew in second. Looking almost a 30-point gap. 29 points going into this. Can Andrew beat Jackson the next 2 weeks? Beat him on asphalt here and beat him in the asphalt finale. If he can, he might have a chance. If Wonderboy can pull off his moves and go out there and pull off another victory, I don't know if Andrew can catch him. Only time will tell. It's going to be an amazing, amazing race. And as you see up there on the scoring tower, that is going to be our grid for the night. And look who's at the front. You have Mr. Thornton and McLean, P1 and 2. Let's get into the main event for tonight. And it will be 55 laps around this quarter-mile oval. So, starting off the grid is Mr. Andrew Thornton out of Granbury, Texas. P2 in the points, looking to get a win tonight and hopefully extend or be able to close up that gap. P2 is Jackson McLean, racing out of Paris, Tennessee. Newcomer Julian Valdez, racing out of Terre Haute, Indiana. Sits P3. Richie Joplin, always a favorite on asphalt, racing out of Hudson, North Carolina, will be to his outside, row number 2. Then you have Mr. Ryan Paget coming in the 5th position with Matthew Moniak Familiar name on Mondays, not so much on Tuesdays. Let's see how he does out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And rounding out the field is younger brother Austin Thornton and Joey Smith. And just like that, guys, pace laps are going to be quick tonight. We are fired and green here in Slinger. Currently, Andrew is holding the lead. But he has the newcomer in that 5 car right on his heels. See if Julian can get his first win with the B-Main Bandits in his opening race. Julian looking to the inside. Thornton did get high in 1 and 2, and Wonderboy right there. That's how quick this can happen, guys. It's going to be one mistake, and you are going to fall multiple positions. Speaking of mistake, McLean gets up on the high side. That opens it up for Joplin. These guys racing fairly clean now as Joplin sets his sights on Thornton, hoping to get his second asphalt victory of the season. We know Joplin is now going for that dirt win as well, so don't count him out at Port Royal. Moniak's worked his way up 2 spots into the 4th spot as he's chasing down Joplin. Austin Thornton up 3 spots with Jackson McLean dropping more, but it looks like Austin does go around. No caution as of yet, but he gathers it up and gets it going. Ryan Paget is at the tail end of the lead lap right now, fighting for his life, hoping the number 5 does not catch him and lap him. 11 laps down, running 10-second lap times. These guys have been going for a little over a minute now, almost 2 minutes, and sunk almost a quarter of this race down. If this does go green, it is going to be very, very quick. Thornton just riding right there behind Julian, putting the pressure on him, waiting for a mistake so that he has enough time to get around the newcomer. Joplin hasn't been able to close that gap yet. Thornton does have almost a 2-second lead over Joplin, but now he does have to contend with Matt Moniak. These two race it out multiple times a week, and it's great to see Moniak in that 3 car come out here and test his hand in the open wheel stuff. They are no stranger to each other, and Moniak sends it around, no caution, but that will drop him to the back of the field. Jackson McLean just keeping the car clean, now back up in P4, 3 seconds over Joey Smith, as he starts running down Richie Joplin, 1.5-second gap there. Thornton and Valdez are in lap traffic. Who's going to be able to negotiate better is going to come out the victor of tonight, most likely. These guys got to be patient as they're working around Austin Thornton. Austin lets them by. But now they have Moniak, who goes to the bottom. Moniak with a very questionable re-entry back onto the racetrack. But with those moving chicanes down, Valdez and Thornton are working their way and battling it out. 25 laps down next time by. Ticking laps off. You gotta wonder when Thornton's gonna make his move. He's got plenty of time now, but he's gotta time it right so he doesn't let Julian get back around him. So your field rundown right now, you have Valdez and Thornton battling it out for the lead. Joplin sitting in 3rd as he's working through the lap traffic. Jackson McLean has closed that gap in 4th, almost 0.4 seconds on Joplin. Joey Smith able to still be on the lead lap currently. Correction, Joey Smith is a lap down. Austin Thornton has been put a lap down in P6 with Matt Moniak in 7th, 1 lap down, with Ryan Paget now causing the first caution of the night. Go back and see what exactly happened here to Paget. So Paget does get into the back of Moniak, just spins it around, but because it was in front of the leaders, they did throw the caution. Better to be safe than sorry there and allow these guys to bunch it back up. Definitely not what Julian or Andrew wanted to see. That puts Richie Joplin back in the sights of the top 2, but can he have any sort of pace to be able to catch them? Word from league owner Andrew Thornton is they are going only single file tonight. Normally on the asphalt side they do double them up, but with this being such a small track, they're only going to be running single file restarts. .21 laps to go this time by. It is Valdez, Thornton, Joplin, McLean, Smith, and Thornton all on the lead lap, with Moniak and Paget being 1 lap down. Pace car pulls off. We will get them re-racked and re-fired. As boom, we are green here at Slinger once again. Valdez takes off. Thornton right behind him. Maintaining a great gap there between the top 2. Joplin doesn't have the greatest of restarts, but now he has Jackson McLean on his bumper. These guys had that long green flag run. Who still has tire left is going to be the question. As Smith and Thornton battling it out for P5 and 6. Moniak is ahead of them, but he is a lap down. Oh, we do have another incident. Looks like that was between Thornton, Austin, and Joey. And caution does come out for the second time tonight. Let's go back and see what exactly happened between Joey and Austin here. Just 2 guys fighting it out. 2 guys not used to these asphalt cars. They do get it going once again. But you got to wonder how much damage there is on that 50 and 69 machines. Moniak is the lucky dog that time around. He will get his lap back. So he will be back in the fight and hopefully pick up a couple positions here. Joey and Austin should be easy pickings with them not being used to asphalt cars. But it's how much finesse is he going to have to be able to get around both of those cars. Front runners haven't changed much here. It is Valdez, Thornton, Joplin, McLean, Austin Thornton, Smith, and Moniak all on the lead lap, with Ryan Paget being the only car multiple laps down currently. Pace car is off. Valdez will get us back going one more time. And green flag is out. The green does come out very early here at Slinger with the restart zone being in 3 and 4. So a very, very tricky situation to get back up to pace or back up to green speed in any car, but definitely more challenging in these asphalt sprints. 8 laps to go. Thornton is running out of time. If he's going to make a move, he needs to do it now, as he's looking underneath Valdez. But does he have anything? Here comes Joplin on the charge. But does he have anything for the top 2? Laps tick off very quickly here, so before you know it, we will have the white flag. A little shake out of Andrew, and that pulls him away from Valdez and into the clutches of Joplin. 4 to go. Valdez a little slow out of 2, allowing second and third to get there as Joplin goes around. No caution as of yet, and boom, there it is. It will be a green-white checkered finish for the B-Main Bandits tonight. Go back and take a look. Joplin, trying to race clean, just gets on the power a little too hard. Sends it to the infield, but enough to draw out the caution. With that, that will take Richie out of a podium spot. Definitely not what you want, or what Andrew Thornton wanted to see, because now he does have Wonder Boy right on his bumper. Jackson hasn't been able to restart and get a good jump with these guys all night long. But has he been saving his tires at all? Does he have anything for these guys? We will have a green-white checker to decide it. Pace truck is off. And we are green. Valdez, a great jump, as Andrew Thornton's right behind him. Again, McLean just does not get the run. He falls back into the clutches of Austin Thornton, who's looking for a podium tonight. White flag is out. Valdez touches the wall, but it's not enough. Valdez will come out in his very first race with the B-Main Bandits and take home the victory. Andrew Thornton will be second, with Jackson McLean coming home on the podium tonight. These asphalt races are always a insane time. These guys are so skilled with these open wheel cars that it is very, very, very hard to call these races. These guys are so close that you really don't know who's going to take it at any given moment. But with that, guys, Slinger is done. We're going to go ahead and jump into our post-race interviews. We've talked to him multiple times this year, and I guess we got to talk to him again. It is Mr. Wonder Boy. Is that up here in the booth? You got me?
I do indeed.
So, Jackson, we have a very important question that the audience wants to know.
Alright.
Is she pregnant yet?
Nope.
Then you are not doing your job, sir.
According to you.
Great run tonight. I know you are not accustomed to the asphalt cars as much as some of the other guys in the field. With this being one of the smallest asphalt tracks on the entire service, really, how rough was it to try to get around here?
I never really got a chance to get around people because I could barely control the car on my own. But from what I was told, it looks pretty rough trying to keep the car down low enough and still get a run out of the turns to be able to even have a chance of passing somebody. So
it was more one of those that you guys had to wait for mistakes to get by anybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Definitely not what Andrew wanted to see. It was you back on the podium. You cut down a little bit of the damage. Hopefully, you're going to be able to get around him in the non-wing 360s at Port Royal. We'll see you then, and hopefully you have another great drive tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And that was Mr. Wonderboy. We'll stop harassing him. Jamie, I'm sorry. It's just so easy to get around him and get a rile out of him. But with that, we will go over to your second place finisher, owner of the B-Main Bandits, Mr. Andrew Thornton. You got me, buddy?
I got you, bud.
So, can we go back and just say lack of talent lost you the race once again?
No, actually, I would say that the talent to let somebody faster go probably saved the podium, man. Because I mean, you could see watching the race. I was right with him the whole way. I had a couple spots I could have tried to push, but it probably would have ended bad, and chose to just hang on to it and slowly gain ground on points because I want my championship this season, bud.
Well, you do have a big climb with the next couple weeks being the finales for each discipline, I guess is the best way of saying. Do you think you're going to be able to hopefully make any ground up on Jackson on the asphalt side?
Well, got a pole position and one spot ahead of him tonight in this race, and we'll see how the next one goes, and then we have 4 more to round out the season total.
Well, hopefully next race at Port Royal with the non-wings, you're able to get up there and hopefully finish ahead of Jackson. That's really the only chance that you do have at possibly getting around him heading into week 9.
That is the plan. Slow and steady wins the race. As long as we're finishing up here on the podium at somewhere, and he's behind us, we're gaining ground.
All right, buddy. Well, we will see you back with the non-wing 360s here in a little bit. Great drive tonight.
Yep. Thanks, bub.
All right, guys. And in his debut with the B-Main Bandits, we have Mr. Julian Valdez. Set up here in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, first race with the B-Main Bandits, you come out here, and what a dominant finish from you. High praise from Andrew. He said he couldn't get around you. What was the keys to your success coming out here on the asphalt side?
With these cars, it's all about just being smooth and making sure that you're not spinning the tires and keeping it as straight as you can. And that's really what I was focused on all race. Andrew had a few chances to really push the issue and get around me there. I made a few mistakes that he could have forced the issue on, but he didn't, and I appreciate that.
We definitely know that these guys out here on asphalt, especially on the asphalt side with the open wheel, they do what they can to not touch. Andrew's a very respectful racer, and I know if he was going to pass you, he wants to pass you clean. And you guys had a great battle tonight. Were you worried at all once you did start hitting that lap traffic on that first green flag run?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know where to go, and I was just worried that I was going to give him a chance to get around me, and it was going to be impossible to get back around him. But we got that caution, and it put us back in clean air and really kind of gave us a chance to get back out front and hit our laps that we needed to hit.
You guys, everyone out in the entire field showed a masterclass of these cars tonight. Some guys a little bit less so, but you guys handled it beautifully. Only 2 or 3, I believe 3.
Yeah, we had 3.
In the entire race, which is amazing, especially for this car and track combo. So this is your first race. Are we going to see you on the dirt side as well, or are we just going to see you back for the asphalt next week?
Oh, no, we'll for sure be in the 360s later tonight.
Well, you guys heard it there. Julian will be going for his very first sweep. Hopefully we talk to you again after Port Royal, buddy. Great drive tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Peyton, thank you for tuning in on the Twitch stream. your king, Julian. He definitely showed it tonight. He did an amazing job navigating the B-Main Bandits, and what a wonderful race this was. These guys always have exciting finishes on the asphalt side. The dirt is even better, guys. We will be back here in just a few minutes with the non-wing 360s at Port Royal. Till then, guys, we'll see you here in a few.